Hi, Kayla. How are you? I thought today. Which picture were you doing? I'm thinking about doing the Tinkerbell picture. Where is it? I just had it picked out. There. Right there. I'm thinking about doing this one today. Let me adjust my camera. See if that's any better. That is. There we go. I think we got her. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Christine. You know, most of his books I'm really not all that in, not it's not that I'm not impressed, I'm just not into. But the Peter Pan one somehow grabbed me, and I'm not usually like a huge Peter Pan fan, so oh, congratulations on the new grandbaby. Everything's good. I hope everything's good with you as well. That is such a great idea. Hi, Kim. I think we're going to start out with our wings today. So does anybody have the Fila's? Oh God, warmer weather, that would be nice. 5 pounds, 15 ounces, 19 inches long. That is awesome. What'd they name her? If you don't mind me asking. Hi, Oli. Dakota Jean. That is adorable. I love that. I'll be right back. I forgot to turn off the television. I was pretty sure you guys didn't want to hear Vampirina playing in the background. Even though as far as kid shows go, it's not a bad one. It's the Peter Pan one by Fabiana Osti Astanasso. I have totally butchered that name. And I'm coloring with the Fila's. And I like the way they color. However, when this isn't the first picture I've colored with them, I did nothing to test them out, and I had some major breakage issues when it came to sharpening of them. So I'm not sure I've really made up my mind as to whether I like them or not yet. Because, well, hold on, let me see if I can find it. This is my silver Fila. And I'll show you the picture I did. So I haven't really did that much silver in it. It's not really a whole lot of silver in the picture I did, but I did this picture with just the Filas, and I just did the silver right through here and stuff, and this is how bad it was with the breakage and me trying to sharpen it. It was, and if this was me trying 3 different sharpeners to get it to not break, and it was just terrible. So I haven't really made up my mind about them yet. Is it Nika? Yeah, the core's broken. There's been like 2 other pencils I've had a hard time keeping sharp too. And so I'm not sure if I got a bad batch, if the postal service wasn't nice when they were handling them, or if it's a legitimate brand issue. So, I've never tried the color it ones. Yeah, I've tried the Sudi Styles. Um, my husband has a pack that I bought him and my brother. I bought the big 150 box that has the really pretty box that they come in, so I've tried them. Yeah, the packaging is beautiful. Grumpy, Michelle, is that what you're meaning? I always think it's weird that people think that Tinkerbell's like this really sweet and innocent thing, and then I'm always have to remind them that, Tinkerbell did try to poison Wendy. She's not that sweet and innocent. Oh, she was a total brat. She was feisty. My nieces were into the Tinkerbell movies there for a long, long time, and Pixie Hollow, and they kind of tamed her down. She's not trying to poison anybody anymore, but she still gets into trouble. Doesn't help that I guess she probably thought that Wendy was, taking over her man. Right? Somebody should have warned her. You used to tell her she had a pixie pout. That's cute. So besides having new babies, what's everybody been up to? I have house guests for a while. They are upstairs where my brother used to stay. Him not having babies. I guess that is the big news, huh? Yeah. I think I'll always be able to carve out a little bit of time here and there for coloring. It's it's definitely a major stress relief for me. And I really did start this channel because I really do love coloring and I wanted to be able to share that with people. I have had depression issues and anxiety issues going back to my early teens, and this has helped me tremendously. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have medication and stuff like that too, but this calms me, centers me, lets me have some me time so I can think through issues when I need to. And I, I just, the benefits of coloring far outweigh not doing it and getting the extra sleep. So I'll always. I just colored her arm. Did you guys see me do that? Great news, guys. The Fila's erased beautifully. I have other crafts I do too. I do some embroidery. I do some sewing. I've had my sewing machine packed away for a while, so I haven't really gotten around to doing any of that lately. I'm glad to see you too. Thank you for joining us, even if it was for a little bit. You have a good night's sleep, okay? Oh, I jumped the gun on saying goodbye to you. So does anybody else have any other crafts they do besides coloring? Jason Hamilton, is that the featured artist on Anne's channel this month? Mystical Cats in Mysterious Places. I don't think I've seen that one yet. Yeah, he had some really pretty stuff that Jason Hamilton did. I like that she's doing gotta love the giveaways. I haven't seen that video yet. I haven't caught up on all my YouTubes. Hi, Fran. I'm just not much for mandalas. Why is it scary? Oh, yeah, I guess there is. The background I'll probably, if I do a background, sometimes I don't even do the backgrounds, but the background I'll probably use soft pastels on if I decide to do it. Counted, you do cross stitch? I've tried cross stitch. It wasn't my thing. I prefer the line embroidery where it's stamped. Counted cross stitch was too, um, I don't want to say tedious because that's not really the word. Frustrating. I would say frustrating. I kept losing count and having to recount my stitches and just not a fun time for me. But I'm glad you like it. Yeah, knitting was not relaxing. I agree with you there. Good night, Ollie. Thank you for joining us. Have a good sleep, okay? Right? Try knitting with cats. Now that's fun. My favorite pencils, um, my favorite pencils ever are my um Prismacolors. But if we're talking budget friendly pencils, my favorite's probably the Black Widow set. I really, really like that set. What's your favorite? Which ones did you get? Did you get the Premieres or the Black Widows? Oh gosh, they're such gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous pencils. I really love those pencils. The only thing that makes me sad is they're not available open stock, so when one's running low, you have to buy a whole new set. That's the only sad thing about them. Another one that I really, really like are the Gold Fabers by Faber-Castell. Those are really nice too. And you can buy them open stock at Joann. Nope, that's wrong. At Hobby Lobby. I really like them as well, and they're not quite as pricey as their Polychromos. But those are gorgeous pencils as well. Marco Renoirs. No, I got the Marco Raffines. The Marco Raffines were the first pencil I bought that weren't from Walmart. The first, like, nice pencil I bought, I guess. I actually have them in this little box right here. Oh, nope, never mind. I fibbed to you. These are my husband's Sudi Styles. I don't know where my Marcos went then. Huh. I will have to find them. There is. There's a lot out there to choose from. I think the next one that I've been looking at getting are the Arteza ones, because I've heard so many good reviews about them, and I've been curious. I've heard that. Michelle, it does make it easy. My husband does know that he can make me happy if he just gets me coloring books and coloring supplies. He got me the 48 set of the Gold Fabers when I graduated RN school, so that was a nice little surprise. Well, hi, Christine. I didn't see you come in. Did I see you come in? Oh, I get the look sometimes when I talk about coloring supplies too, but you know. Well, thank you, but wonderful. Some of us are wonderful people. Others not so many, so much, but we try.
Go on, read it.
And that would be Professor Snape. So
Go on,
the other day,
read it.
I will remember next time I do a video to not have my text message available. So the other day I filmed my destashing video where I went through all my coloring books and decided which ones to keep and which ones to give away to the nursing home, which ones were going to friends, which ones I were going to put away for giveaways and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, I found a sound clip of when Professor Snape catches Harry with the Marauder's nap and he's like, "Go ahead and read it." And that's my text tone. And then my husband's text tone is the Star Trek computer saying priority one message coming in on secure channels because me and my husband are that nerdy. Christine, I'm spoiled too. And God bless my husband. He rarely asks for something of it that he wants. Recently, he asked for the Nintendo Mini that has so many built-in games, and I was like, "Get it." And he's like, "It's too much for a Valentine's present." And I was like, "Then it's not a Valentine's present. It's a you're an awesome husband present. Get it. You never ask for anything. You want it, get it." And he was like a little kid with it. It's cute. Now you get to learn how to play Mario Brothers all over again. You have no one to stop you. All right, guys, we're going to try to sharpen this Fila and see how bad it is. This is the pencil sharpener I'm going to be using this time. So we're going to give this a try. All right, I think we made it. It didn't break. That silver one though, man. I'm just going to touch up a few spots here and there with this blue and then go back to this wing and start highlighting it. I would get into all kinds of trouble if I didn't have other responsibilities. We only have, this is probably sharing too much, so, but anyway, we only have one credit card in the house, and it's in my husband's name and kept in my husband's wallet. Not because I haven't been offered, and not because I couldn't apply, but because I don't trust myself with a credit card not to put us in the poorhouse and run it up to astronomical debt. So my husband keeps the credit card and it's in his name and I don't have one. Because I don't trust myself. Because I may just have a slight impulse control problem when it comes to when I want things. Sometimes it's bad enough I have a debit card. These wings are turning out really gorgeous. Oh, I was going to tell you guys about the video I filmed. So the other day I filmed a video doing a destashing of my coloring books. And I watched it through and realized that I have 4 sweary books mixed in with them with great big swear words on the covers, and I realized I can't post that video because of that. So I'm going to refilm a video just showing the books I've decided to give away and to keep and where everything might be going. And then I'm hoping, since I don't have sweary stuff mixed in with my supplies, when I do a destashing of my supplies, that I'll be able to film that video. But nobody needs to see big old swear words on my videos. We try to be family friendly in this place. That's it. We should start a coloring support group, but I'm pretty sure we would just end up enabling each other. Because I can't stop buying them either. I don't know. It had the big curse word right front and center. But I think I ended up getting rid of like 26 coloring books. A lot of them were from the same artist. You know how when you're new to a craft, you just kind of inhale everything about that when you're really starting to get into something? So it doesn't matter if you're really into whatever it is, you're still going to buy it because it still has to do with this new thing you found. That's kind of how I was when I was first getting into coloring. And found the adult coloring books. Is it didn't really matter if I really liked the art or not. I was still going to get it because I could and it was there. And to be fair, with the sweary coloring books, I don't tend to buy those myself. My friends give them to me because there are times in my life, like every day, that I may resemble a sailor. I've gotten better since I've had a kid, though. Hi, Candy. Yes, there's some of the ones I have that have bigger spaces and the art's not really detailed. I'm going to give to the nursing home that I work. There's a few that I have pegged out for a friend of mine. How many coloring books did I keep? I don't know the exact number, but it's over 100. My friends get me the sweary ones, and to be honest, when I've had a really, really bad day, I like coloring in them. It's cathartic. I do tend to like snarky ones better than the sweary ones, though. I have several snarky nurse coloring books that I like because it's just funny. And then I have a snarky mom coloring book. You put them in a spreadsheet. Now that right there is some true dedication and organization. I don't have time for that in my life. Why be mortified? Bravo. I applaud that way of thinking. That's brilliant. I love it. Order more. I understand that way of thinking too. 500? I don't have room for 500. And I've already gone up as much as I can. Our house is small. Oh yeah, it's totally still Bravo. I mean, like you said, you're single. You don't, if you can afford it, why not? If you have room for them. I couldn't put 500 coloring books in a spreadsheet though, so that's truly a thing. We were talking in my last, I want to say it was my last live stream, that there's worse addictions to have than coloring. Um, there's more expensive addictions to have than coloring. So, and everybody that has a hobby ends up collecting things. People who knit and crochet collect yarn, embroiders, you know, collect floss and patterns and pillowcases. That's one of my roommates, well, one of the people that are staying with my family for a while if you hear someone coming down the stairs. Hi Hi, Deb. Yes, Legos are so expensive. I have a friend that does that too. His whole basement is kind of dedicated to it, and he probably has thousands of dollars in Legos. I mean, he uses them though. He has a whole table set up with buildings and all kinds of stuff, so they're not just sitting in boxes. Makes you feel better about your coloring supplies. I bet. I thought the whole thing, right, not as painful. I thought the whole thing about teenagers being attached to their phones 24/7 was kind of like a joke until they came to stay with us, and it's true. They really are. Yeah, I like how the wings are coming out. It's not really coming across on camera, but the green's really kind of the teal is really kind of popping. So I really like that little detail in there. That's true. I guess I do know some adults like that. I'm using the Fila's. I'm still making up my mind about them.
I gotta get the clothes from downstairs.
Okay.
I gotta use this
All right.
somehow.
One of the other people were saying that theirs hasn't had any breaking issues, but I will let you know that mine have. And I think it's probably because the post office may have mishandled them because they didn't come packaged all that sturdily. So I've had a lot that have broken cores in them, but another person was saying that that wasn't their case, that theirs have been fine. As for how they color, they've been great. I plan on doing a softness showdown on them. I'll probably get that filmed tomorrow. Yes, you. You were the one telling me that. That was a set that I was trying to find and couldn't find them. The hero ones. I could find, like, I don't remember, Southern Sun. Looked like they might have been, but I didn't know if they were the same brand, so I didn't get them. Yeah, it turned out pretty. Oh, we have more wing down here. Really? I don't have the Castle Arts, no. I have the Colors. I know that coloring chats with cats, coloring chats and cats with Michelle has the Castle Arts and the Color, and she does not like the Color. I like the Color, but she does like the Castle Arts. She says they're not the same pencil. I don't know. I don't have the Castle Art ones, but they are on my wish list, and they will be mine one day, just not today. I think I'm going to get the Artesias first. I didn't, yeah, that's how I figured all this out too, is I was following some of the YouTubers and I was like, different, like, I guess I never really paid much attention to it. And then of the Artesas, have you ever been to the Arteza website? It is so much more expensive than Amazon. I can't figure out why. I have the Amazon Basics and I love them. Amazon did a terrific job with them. I haven't tried the markers yet. Jen didn't care for the markers, or she didn't care for the pencils. Huh. That's interesting. And, well, you know what they say, you're never going to be able to please everybody. So, I still love them. Okay, I'll be honest. I've tried the Sudi styles and I did not like them. But I'm glad that you like them. However, my husband loves them. Right? We really do. See, and to me, the Prismas are just like, yeah, I don't use my Prismas on Create Space Amazon paper. It's just not a good deal. I definitely save those for my yes. Different ones, different times, different papers. Yes. They could be like Pokemon. We have to collect them all. I can get behind that. Oh. I'll show you. Hold on. I have the box right here of my brother's. These are the Sudi styles. They come in this absolutely gorgeous box. There's 150 of them. And instead of opening up my brother's, I'll go ahead and show you my husband's. And the pencils look like this. Trying to get the camera to focus for you guys. I think they're oil, but don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. My husband likes them. My brother was into coloring for a hot minute, and I wanted him to have a nice color selection, and these were kind of on the cheap, so this is the reason I bought them. And just because I don't like them didn't mean that he wouldn't, because my husband liked them. And then I'll give a quick scribble on a piece of paper for you. Now this is just paper I pulled out of my printer that I'm using as a scribble sheet. So there's a kind of pinky red. Here's a green. And then, let me see. I'll try one more. Here's kind of a dusty purple. We'll give this one a go. I originally bought them for my husband because he liked the Marco Raffines, which I do too. And these kind of reminded me of that one, and I thought they'd be similar. But I don't know, something about them is different to me, and I like the Marco Raffines. Not as much as when I first bought them, because I've moved on to other stuff. But I still do like them. And these just, I don't know, there's just something different about them that's just not... Yes, that's when I bought them for my brother. When they were like $19 for 150. No, the color, some of the colors are true to the end of the cap, but not all of them. Yeah, they don't have any names to them. Mousy, they're probably still on Amazon. They're probably still fairly cheap. So just so you guys know, oh, $30? That's still not bad for 150 pencils. All right, guys, my 15% battery life just came on, and we have been on for an hour and 8 minutes, it looks like. So I think I'm going to call it here. Just to let you guys know, I do think this is going to become my regular live stream. Time will be every other Friday because I don't have to work. I don't have to get up at 6 a.m. and work the next Saturday. And it'll be after I put the kid to bed, so anywhere between like 8:30 and 9 is when I'm going to come on. Yes, thank you everybody for joining us. I did have a great time, and I'll be saving this picture to do live with you guys. I'm just going to finish up the little bit of brown in her hair before I leave. So, all right, guys. Thank you all for joining us. Have a good night. Bye.